So that's Tiffany Nieves is here for her Let's Get Cereal episode. We always play rock, paper, scissors, so I'm ready, okay? Space buns? And welcome back to Let's Get Cereal, the weekly show where I, your host, Alyssa Marino, eat cereal, talk about stuff, and sometimes talk to lovely people. I have amazing people with me right now. La Princesa herself, Tiffany Nieves.
Woo! Thank you so much.
Thank you for being on the show.
It's so hard not to jump up and down when I get an intro like that. My goodness. Thank you.
You have a lot of cool things going on, so we have a lot to discuss. But first and foremost, the show is about cereal.
Yes, please.
You actually gave me a couple options, and I went with today.
Yes.
Drum roll, please.
Classic. So excited.
Classic Fruit Loops. So let's get our bowls started.
Please.
Okay, and then we'll get to.
Let's be fair, I made it very hard for her, in my opinion. I gave her my 3 top favorite cereals, and she did great.
You gave me a lot to work with. I like that I had options.
Yes. Oh yeah, look at all those colors,
They're
baby.
so beautiful, so like vibrant and full of light.
She was super generous with the flour too, so yes. Win-win, win-win, girl. Win-win.
And we are almond milk gals,
We
so
love
we are
almond.
enjoying our almond milk.
Yes.
Please say when.
Yeah, okay. When?
Perfect.
Oh wow, you gave me some very little.
I gave myself little because I already kind of ate breakfast.
Oh, I don't blame you.
So.
I kind of ran late with the space buns, you know?
The space buns were worth
Way
the
too
time
much.
commitment though. Okay.
Yay!
Tiffany Nieves, my friends, we got some Fruit Loops here. Let's get cereal.
Let's get cereal.
As you said, you gave me your top 3. What makes Fruit Loops so special to you? Is this a nostalgia cereal? Or?
I was going to ask you, what did you feel? When was the last time you had Fruit Loops?
You know what? I think my dad is actually a fan of Fruit Loops.
Okay,
So last time I
win-win.
think I was home visiting Philly, we had Fruit Loops.
This is such a childhood nostalgia for me. So my oldest sister, she would always have Fruit Loops, and I wasn't a fan of Fruit Loops actually. But in our house, we had to eat it no matter what. So it wasn't until later in life that I enjoyed it a lot more because I got tired of always having the same thing, which is always Cocoa Krispies. I love Cocoa Krispies. So I went back to what I know, and Fruit Loops never disappoints now that I'm in my 20s.
It's fair, and I feel like something too is a lot of cereal just is nostalgic by nature. So I'm really curious as to what you were like when you were a little kid.
Oh boy. Don't ask my sisters, they'll tell you a total different version. I was a sweetheart.
Okay.
A little spicy. I think La Princesa comes from that childhood me for sure.
Okay.
For sure. See, I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters. So it was a lot like the jungle growing up.
Where do you fall in the?
I'm the middle. I'm in the middle.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh my
it was
gosh.
tough. No one heard my voice, okay? So I had to be loud.
I understand
I
that.
had to be aggressive. I had to sometimes be annoying to get my point across. I couldn't go around saying I'm the oldest, and I definitely couldn't go around saying I'm the baby of the family. You know?
Okay.
Clearly, though, I'm over that trauma.
Totally, and that totally doesn't like fuel your character in the ring by any means. Yeah. No, of
It
course.
totally does.
But that's okay because I think that so much of your aggressive and your spiciness has actually like helped you a lot with how many things you've been accomplishing recently. So you made your wrestling debut, was it August of 2021? So you're coming up on a year mark, and you've already, been on AEW Dark. You've debuted for Mission Pro Wrestling. You've traveled to Puerto Rico, to New York, trained with Damian Adams. Like you've been doing so
Yes,
much
right.
stuff. You're training at Flatback. So when we think about all of this stuff, this is a whirlwind of a rookie year.
Yes, thank you so much. I agree.
Okay, so have you had a minute to kind of take in and absorb all of the things that you've been accomplishing, or you just kind of go hustle mentality?
As much as it's go hustle mentality, New York state of mind, that's where I'm from. Honestly, I embrace every moment. I have moments, so many moments, where I sit down and I reflect and I get very emotional. It was actually Wednesday in class at Flatbacks. Matt was teaching, and I remember just being in the ring almost so close to tears because of genuine appreciation for having the opportunity, and I've trained with a lot of people, and the experience I'm having at FabX right now is the experience I need for right now in this time in my life. No regrets. Every experience I have is different, and I don't know, it was really cool to see myself in the room with some people who've already made it established and getting advice from someone who knows exactly where I want to go because they've been there. So it was really cool to me because not everyone gets to get on their path or their direction. So I feel like I'm already winning just being able to experience this direction that I continue to go on. So yeah, I definitely get to embrace it, and I get blown away, and I'm just like, how, why me? But I don't get too far, and I'm like, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going.
Don't question it.
Yeah, don't question it. Thank you for believing in me, guys.
Well, and this is actually really special too, because I remember one of the things that struck me about you was that I met you, I think, for the first time at Shine, when you were making your Shine debut, and you were so very grateful and just really humble to be part of everything. So to see all of the things, I feel like, do you feel like it's a like attracts like mentality where it's like you're putting out the hard work, but you're so appreciative that more good things come your way?
I do think that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, you know what's so cool? You met me seriously when I was just beginning, when I was a nobody. You're probably like, who's this really friendly girl? Maybe I'll see her next month. Maybe I will. Alyssa probably meets so many people at Shine events. So to be able to continue this rivalry of a rock, paper, scissors is super cool.
This is what makes it just means so the world to me.
I think you saw my first Shine show, and I think now I'm going on my 4th Shine show, which is pretty intense or insane, honestly. But yeah, I do think being positive, being likable in a locker room matters so much. The one thing people give me a lot of heat for, not really, but the different promotions I'm at, people are like, why don't you have anything to sell? Why don't you have pictures of you? Why don't you have shirts? And I do have shirts, and I do have pictures, and I definitely advertise them on my Twitter or through conversation because I love responding to fans. You guys are my favorite. Because I'm having the rookie year of a lifetime, I do think I still need to give back and work hard. And so at Shine shows, I don't know if you ever noticed, I'm not the one at the table. I'm breaking the ring apart right away. And I did the same thing when I was at Mission Pro, and I do the same thing anywhere I go. My priority is to break down the ring, clean up first. And if a fan has the opportunity to say hello to me, then that's super cool. If not, then I'll get there. You know, I'm not rushing to get to the table. So I am very appreciative. I'm very humble, and I think having well manners will get you farther than anything in life. 100%.
Amen. Hallelujah. Yes.
Fruit Loops to that.
Fruit Loops to that, my friend. Cheers. Go.
Oh, that's too good to stop.
I know. Don't stop, because I'll talk so you can.
Are there refills on this episode?
We got this. We can do the chatting. So something you had said, because you were talking about talking to fans and engaging on social media, you said on social media that it feels like you're on forever vacation while you're, following your calling, which is beautiful. So speaking of vacation, obviously you're a busy gal, but if wrestling or an actual personal vacation were to take you anywhere next, what's kind of a dream location for you?
Dubai, for sure, hands down.
Whoa, okay, so why Dubai?
Do you want to go to Dubai too?
I do. Can we go to Dubai? Let's go.
Well, I feel like you don't have to explain, but everything is enhanced there. I mean, if there's a building, they have the best art. It's so beautiful out there. They're just kind of ahead on time, and then not to mention their time zone's completely different, so no one could contact me from here while I'm out enjoying everything out there. Everyone's sleeping. The time zones are so different.
Okay.
And you just see it in pictures, you see it in movies, and it's just so, it's beyond this world to me. I would love to go there.
Wow, go to the top of the Burj Khalifa, kind of, okay.
I can't even pronounce it, I'm not gonna lie, but I would love to learn to, so.
There you go, it's all part of the journey, part of the journey.
That would be cool to wrestle there. Could you imagine doing commentary there? Whoa.
That would be wild.
I saw the vision.
We're manifesting.
Yes, let's put it right here. Okay, all right.
Those are our manifesting hands.
Yes,
that was good.
Yes.
Well, and speaking too about just how incredibly whirlwind busy you are, between, when you're not actively wrestling or training or traveling, what does self-care look like for you? What does unplugging look like?
Self-care is just being kind to myself. Having the time to call my mom and dad is a part of my self-care, to be honest. They're my biggest cheerleaders, and I don't have to pay them. They and if I did, I'm really in debt. But having self-care because I'm so far away from family is connecting with my roots. That for me makes me feel really grounded, reminds me who I am, reminds me my why sometimes. Yesterday I took myself for a haircut. That was very nice. something simple, doing my nails. It's really good. And just like a lot of energy work, I love to read self-care, self-help books. You get a lot of fans, especially with my background, being open about being a cancer survivor. I get a lot of people who actually share some really deep, intimate, hurtful stories sometimes, and that could be a lot for my energy to take. So just grounding myself and sometimes making that space to have a response for them is something that I do with my time off.
It's really special. And
yeah, you need to make time for it or you will get sick. It doesn't matter if it's wrestling or anything you do. You need to make time for yourself.
It's so important. I think we oftentimes kind of lose perspective of, you're just in the go, go, go mentality, the New York state of mind we were talking about. But yeah, you have to make sure that you're also good so that you can do everything.
Can I mention, as boring as I am, though, I always make time for food. That is the answer to happiness. So if I have free time, I'm getting down in the kitchen. That's another thing.
So do you like to cook?
I like to try to cook. I can't say on camera that I like to cook. And someone will know out there, wait a second. I made some really spicy pasta the other day. I'm living with 2 guys and they ate it, and that to me meant the world that they finished the entire plate. So my meals are now becoming edible. So that's huge. That's major, guys.
I just like that you knew to say I like to try to cook. That's excellent. Okay. But for you, are there any special recipes or like comfort foods that like make you feel good?
I love seafood.
Oh.
I'm a huge seafood person because I am a wannabe vegetarian, but it takes a lot of work for me to try to become consistent to that. So seafood, anything with pasta too. I'm a big pasta girl.
Carb queen. I feel you.
Carb queen. Yes, I love carbs. So, are we talking about, is there any food I particularly like or particularly like to cook? Because my favorite meals I can't cook.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
No, we're dabbling in cooking.
Okay.
We're talking about eating.
Oh, I was to eat. Okay. Anything from the island of Puerto Rico is my favorite. I love sweet plantains. So it's called plátano maduro, and they have this dish where it's similar to lasagna. I should probably know the name of it, but I'm La Princesa. I don't need to speak Spanish or know everything. But anyways, so the sweet plantains are layered with cheese, and then they have the beef as they would in a lasagna plate. So it's like a sweet plantain lasagna plate, and it is amazing. I think it may have origin, it's definitely from Puerto Rico. If someone can guess the name of that, mwah. But I'll show you a picture of it. That is my favorite meal ever. Especially when it comes to the holidays. It is so good.
And is that typically like a kind of thing that you would have around the holidays, or is it year round?
Yes.
Okay.
Especially during the holidays, but if you know me and you know I'm coming around, the people who love me, they'll make it for me. And that's my favorite meal ever in the world.
So something to note.
Yes.
We're trying to impress Tiffany Nieves.
Yes.
Cook this meal.
Yes. Sweet plantains, cheese, a little bit of beef, a little bit of seasoning, put it together, and I love it.
Okay.
Yes.
We like that. Now, talking about, obviously we've touched on, you have such great energy. You're so positive, and obviously I think that we also did discuss you've gone through like not the best, rainbows and sunshine times in life. So what do you feel like were some maybe words of wisdom or inspiration that helped to get you through some of those darker times?
I have my best friend. His name is Elliot. I love him so much, and I'll never forget this one time I'm crying to him. I just found out the worst news of my life, and to cherry top it, I got a bill with it, and the bills for this type of medicine is insane. And he just looked at me, and he goes, "Sometimes life throws you curveballs, not curveballs, curveballs." And I looked at him outraged, and I wanted to scream because I'm like, this is the best advice you can give me, and we just cracked up for like about 10 minutes, so I couldn't breathe anymore. And I realized that's why you have friends. Sometimes you don't have the best advice or the right answer, but being present in the moment and allowing yourself to be light. And I laughed so hard. And it's the truth. Sometimes life throws you curveballs, not curvesballs, curveballs.
And even in that moment, I think probably just having a little bit of levity made you kind
100%.
Yeah.
It just, and he didn't say it perfectly, and I think that's what made the moment perfect. Not everything's gonna work out perfectly, and you just gotta allow yourself to laugh at it. So that for me has helped me so much. Like, that is the power to everything. Being able to cry and laugh in the same moment. You'll be okay.
We'll be okay.
Do you agree to that? You ever find yourself?
I think sometimes if you don't laugh, you will cry, sort of thing.
I
definitely had, I just need to laugh at this or I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah,
I definitely feel laughter has a lot of power.
Yeah, absolutely. So my answer is laughter. If I could bring that into the ring, that'd be cool. Like, just like block a no, I don't know.
Just the very bold ha ha ha. Why do you sound like the worst 80s villain?
Yeah, but I got your attention.
That's true. That's true.
Like a nice kick, I duck it. Ha ha ha. The ha ha is supposed to echo. Supposed to feel the vibration. Like ha ha ha.
Especially that like brewery. The what was it? The one in Conroe, Texas. The one that Mission Pro. It'll just echo through the brewery.
Boom, boom. Exactly. No one would forget it. It'd be the new thing when I come out. Ha ha ha.
It's good support from the diagram too. That's good.
And you have a singing background, right? She knows about the dive.
We're doing it. She's done it.
You got great projection.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
I'm beating you.
You are
right
beating
now.
me.
Look at this.
I'm just so curious in learning more about you.
All right, people go ahead.
Well, but for also, talk about singing. But I feel like a great way to really pump up someone's energy and stay motivated, keep this kind of hustler mentality is music.
Ooh,
I think music is very powerful, right? What are kind of your go-to songs or maybe new artists that you've discovered that help to kind of get you focused and in the zone?
Justin Bieber is my favorite. He needed that, all of that.
Wow.
I love Justin Bieber.
Fully delivered.
Yeah, I have to.
Okay.
For him, of course. So he has this great album. It's called Purpose. And for me, I'm really big into lyrics. And I feel as a young kid, he went through a lot. I mean, he's very fortunate and blessed. But I feel as young kids, we try to get to fame, we try to get to popularity, we try to get to these things that sometimes don't make sense. And I feel like in the wrestling world, you can kind of get lost in that too. And he talks a lot about having a good foundation, a good foundation with the Spirit, with the Lord, and just having fun. So his album Purpose is like one of my favorite albums. So Bieber, make a song for me to come out to, or what else?
Wow, would that be like if you could have
Sending threats. I'm sending threats.
Okay, Princesa, calm down. Would that be if you could have any artist make your entrance music? Would it be Justin Bieber?
Oh man.
Or do you feel like something a little bit more like high energy?
There's so much good music out there. Like I saw her name's Melanie. She posted a remix to a Spice Girls song that was super hardcore and Spice Girls exactly. So I honestly, you would have to check me out the month and the time it is with my mood and my energy changes.
It's true. Ever like just a cycle of like, oh, what's Tiffany gonna come out to today?
You know, sometimes in my Shine shows, right before I perform, I play music in my ears for about 2 seconds to pump me up, and then I take it right out and I go on stage. Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, music is huge for my backbone for me.
Is there a particular like go-to artist you know is gonna get you there?
I'm kind of embarrassed to say it, but there definitely is one, but he has a lot of heat on him right now, so we'll just skip that. We won't go there.
But maybe like a second favorite, or like the last song that you listened to that really like put you like in a good spirit.
The last song to put me in a good spirit. Jeez, Alyssa, this is hard.
I do the hard-hitting questions.
Yes, because dang. There is a song and there's no second option. There's just one. That's the problem. So honestly, anything from you're gonna have to kind of tell yourself, or for the future I get heat for that.
Welcome back to the show.
Yes,
so
hello.
I get to know and you don't.
Yes.
Ha
ha
ha.
That'd be cool. Ha ha ha. See, it's working. Imagine.
This has really caught on already.
Exactly.
Just for this episode. So obviously, I know we're at the ends of our serials, and it has been really nice to kind of just get to know you a little bit more. Obviously, I know you're an absolute peach, but for our friends at home to get to know you a little bit more, which I think is very important. Now, obviously, we talked about how busy you've been.
My milk.
Oh, bottoms up. Hello.
Did your pinky up when you did it? Pinky up.
Actually, I think it was.
The princess. Manners at the Celesta table.
Okay, thank you. Well, we talked about how busy you've been, and I'm sure that like with this trajectory, it's just going to be sky is the limit for you. So I know we will be seeing you at Shine on April 17th, but what is next for you? Where can our friends find you online to kind of keep up on your journey?
So you can keep up with my journey on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Instagram and Twitter, it's Tiffany Nieves _, and please don't hesitate. I love reading comments on my pictures, even in my messages. I definitely spend time responding. I will be in Shine next month, and I believe my next booking is going to be in June. I'm gonna make you suckers wait. Ooh, and I believe we'll be with Mission Pro again. So
yay!
yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited, and Till then, I am focusing 100% on grinding in the gym because I do have some new gear being made in the process. I do have some new ideas. So I definitely want it to be very impactful and powerful when it comes.
Perfect.
Till then.
Keep us waiting. With bated breath. Like super excited.
Till then.
Yes.
Ha! 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 I'm so sorry, Leslie, you brought this up.
The
space buns did it.
It's
I'm
the
sorry.
space buns.
I'm a little different today.
We're fueled by the space buns. This has been really fun.
Yes.
Thank you for taking the time. And keep your eyes out for Tiffany Nieves, my friends. This has been a delight. And until next time, my friends, continue to do your best to be your best. And we'll see you later.
See you later.